Two champion sides lock horns on day 3 of the IPL 2021 and two sides that had pretty similar campaigns in 2020. Kolkata just about missed out on a playoff spot while the Hyderabad squad actually made it by the skin of their teeth. Now when you look at the head-to-head of both these sides, it's Kolkata that rules the roost. They lead it 12-7 and they also won both games in Abu Dhabi in 2020. They've won 3 out of the last 5 encounters. So what changes in 2021? Well, the big factor is neutral venues. Both these sides haven't had a great record at Chennai. Hyderabad have never won a game at the Chepauk, while Kolkata have won only 2 in 9 games as well. And both these teams suddenly have some head scratching to do as well, because when you look at Hyderabad, David Warner's side start their campaign on the slow, low, dry surfaces in Chennai, and that means we could see the Afghan mystery trio of Rashid Khan, Mohammad Nabi and also Mujibur Rahman feature. But the other aspect of it is also how they are playing outside of their comfort zone. Kolkata like a bit of pace, they're used to it at the Eden Gardens, and suddenly they've got a different setup to come into Chennai with. And therefore, how will these two sides line up? Let's look at Hyderabad first up, because do they go with the tried and tested, Mr. Consistent Kane Williamson, or do they flip things around and stick with a man in form, someone who's had such a great tour of India, that is Johnny Bairstow. Now that is the big question for Hyderabad. Also, can they fit Mohammad Nabi in? These are the questions, and I think we might have our answers. So let's take a look at the probable 11 for Hyderabad.
David Warner leads this side from the top of the order, and then you've got a toss-up maybe between Priyam Garg and Riddhiman Saha, who should take that place, you would think. Manish Pandey is an absolute fixture at number 3 for the Hyderabad franchise. Then the battle and that tussle for number 4 between Johnny Bairstow and Kane Williamson perhaps. Vijay Shankar at number 5, he's had a good pre-season coming in too. Abdul Samad versus Kedar Jadhav for that next Indian all-rounder spot. Mohammad Nabi, Rashid Khan, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Natarajan and Sandeep Sharma to round this squad out.
With this game being played in Chennai, a venue that's hardly been helpful for the Quicks, it begs the question, does the Kolkata franchise drop their young fast bowlers and go in terms of experience? Harbhajan Singh in the squad this year. You've also got Kuldeep Yadav. You've got those spin twins, the mystery spin of Sunil Narine and Varun Chakravarti as well. So how do they play with the balance of that side? That's going to be the critical factor, because the 3 overseas stars pick themselves. Pat Cummins, Owen Morgan and the big hitting Andre Russell. And that's why I think this is how Kolkata could line up.
For Kolkata, the mighty middle order is where the power is at. But at the top, Shubman Gill and Rahul Tripathi, Nitish Rana at 3, Captain Morgan at 4, Dinesh Karthik, Andre Russell and Pat Cummins forming that immense middle order that is unbelievable to watch. Sunil Narine versus Lockie Ferguson for that next spot, maybe for the overseas as well. Then Harbhajan Singh, Prasidh Krishna and Varun Chakravarti making it a strong 11.
Taking a look at how these teams could line up, but what about our Crictips top battles for the day? And let's start with Rashid Khan. This is the trump card for Hyderabad, and he has a great record versus the Kolkata top order, and in particular versus Andre Russell. He's dismissed him 3 times in just 8 innings, and that's why he becomes the lethal factor when it comes to the bowling lineup of this Hyderabad franchise. On the flip side of things, his mate from Afghanistan, Mohammad Nabi, has an even better record versus Owen Morgan, who has horrific numbers versus Mohammad Nabi. He's been dismissed 4 times in just 6 innings, and these 2 Afghan men become the essence of this Hyderabad franchise, with the game on turning tracks in Chennai as well. So there you have it. That's our preview for this big match. Kolkata, champions themselves, 2-time champions of the IPL, taking on the 2016 champions Hyderabad in what should be a fantastic outing on night number 3 of the IPL.